Welcome back to another episode of the Gambling Goats podcast. He's Johnny, I'm Shea, and we're ready for some Week 6 action here in the NFL. Johnny, how was your Week 5, buddy?
Week 5 went well for me. I actually, we haven't even caught up yet about how you did. I'm pretty good. Got a push. 4 out of 5 for me is great. How about you?
You know what, man? 3-2 is good. So I came out ahead. I had a good weekend. I doubled up my cash bankroll. So, won a lot of games. I got burned on my teaser, but, things happen. Half a point matters in the NFL, I'll tell you that.
Buddy, I was sweating out that Green Bay game. Had a lot on the line on that Green Bay game. Back and forth, 5 missed field goals. I think it took some time off my life for sure.
That's gonna happen. I hear you. Yeah, I know that Green Bay game was wild.
I'll get into my picks here. I'll recap quick for Week 5. Took Green Bay -3, got a push there. Thank God. Had the money line in that sweat, but so I got the win there. Titans -4.5, got that. Buffalo +3, easy win. Baltimore pick'em and the over. Little sweaty. Came down to it. They got the over. They got the win. Great job. Great pick. Took Panthers -3.5. Panthers, great teams cover. I don't know what I'm doing picking them. So I'm either fading or staying away from the Panthers from here on in, but that's my week.
They were looking good up until the fourth quarter, and then they just fell apart.
I think they put up 7 in the last half or something.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I was on the Panthers there too, so I got burned on that on a parlay I had. So I feel your pain on that. And I was watching the whole game. I was looking at it. I was like, okay, they're up, they're winning, we're good, we're fine, we're covering. Easy game. Fourth quarter rolls around. It's like, oh no, what's happening? They just didn't get anything.
And it was Thanksgiving, so I turned it off. I wasn't even watching. I had some dinner to get to. We hope all our goats had a good Thanksgiving. Are you going to go through your picks here, Shea?
Yeah, for sure, man. So I had the Saints -1 against Washington. That was an easy cash. Jameis actually played really well. Jets, Falcons, the London, England game. I had the Falcons -3. I was nervous about this game because Calvin Ridley didn't make the trip with the Falcons there. I thought that would hurt their offense. They got the job done against the Jets. Jets aren't looking very good. Raiders, Bears. I got this game completely dead wrong. If I knew about that whole John Gruden shit on Friday, I would have been on the complete other side, but we record early. It happens. Bills, Chiefs, we both won that. And then my 2-game teaser, like I was saying earlier, I got killed by half a point. I had the Vikings tease down to -2.5. They won by 2. That blows apart the teaser. The Giants got pumped by the Cowboys. So the other leg.
You know what? Those 2-game teasers you've been putting in have been money, have been very close. I would keep on that.
I'm keeping that train going, buddy.
That Raider info, though, and what's going on with them, might be a fade train now, buddy.
Well, we'll get to that in a bit, I'm sure.
Okay, well, 3-2. Yeah, it was an exciting week. That Chargers and Cleveland game was a lot of fun as well.
Oh, what a
game to put on and watch. But yeah, getting into this week, the board looks good. There's just a lot of underdogs that I don't mind looking at this week. What do you think of this week, Shea?
You know what, man? I see a couple games that have the wrong team favored, and one of them I just couldn't pull trigger on. But you know what? It's a big week. I have a nice teaser coming in. I feel pretty confident about my picks. I feel a good 4-1, 5-0 kind of week coming in.
Good. I love to hear that. I've got some great picks. We haven't talked about our picks together yet, so we don't know what each other are choosing. Some information, Kyler Murray apparently was questionable for practice Wednesday with his shoulder. That's some interesting information to know about Arizona. Nick Chubb didn't practice either for Cleveland on Wednesday. I think it's an ankle injury. Zeke for Cowboys and Trayvon Diggs. I think Zeke was questionable, but Trayvon Diggs didn't practice. So those are huge concerns and issues and injuries to look out for this week. I'll let you start off the week here, Shea.
Sure, man.
What are we looking at?
Well, you know what? You mentioned this. A couple injuries in this game. Cardinals at the Browns. Browns -3.
Okay.
Cardinals. This is where we're going with this. Cardinals remain the only undefeated team in the NFL.
Oh,
They're coming off two big division wins, back-to-back division wins. So they are now sitting on top of that division in first place, which is huge for them. A lot of people were saying they're going to be that fourth place team in that division because it is a stacked division. They got
it
Seattle,
is.
they got the Rams, they got 49ers, and they got the Cardinals. That is a stacked division. Um, Kyler Murray's leading the way. Like you said, he is injured. I'm not really worried about it. He's going to be playing on Sunday. He'll be full go by the end of the week there. He's thrown for 1,512 yards so far this season with a completion rating of about 75%. So he's been accurate. He's been throwing the ball deep, and he has 10 passing touchdowns as well. And you know what? He's not running as much as he has done in the past, but he's still getting the job done in the red zone. So he's running for 3 touchdowns, and he's only rushed for 110 yards this season. And you know what? With that offense, with Hopkins, with Kirk, with Green, they have a bunch of options to go to in the air to spread out that Cleveland defense. That you know what? They're better at stopping the run than they are, I think, stopping the pass. They have some weak rookie cornerbacks, so I think Carolina is going to be able to expose that. On the Brown side of things, they're coming off of that huge shootout loss. Like how many? That was 42-47 or something like that. 42-45.
48-42. I
Yeah,
think the total was 89 points, whatever.
that's that is a ton of points for a defense
47,
that
43. Yeah.
is number one in the league. That their defense is still number one in the league after giving up that many points in a week to the Chargers. So you know, I figure this game is going to come down to the team with the better defense. It's going to be a one possession game. It's going to be one of those back and forth, back and forth. I don't understand how the Cardinals are underdogs. 5-0 Cardinals against the 3-2 Browns are underdogs. I just something's throwing me off there. So I'm not picking a side on this game. I'm going to go with the total. So the total's sitting at
Here we
49 and
go.
a half points. I'm going over. We're going way over. This is going to be it's going to be a 60-point game. Both these teams could put up points. Cardinals defense is good, but they do have trouble stopping that run, and the Cleveland run game is best in the league. So I'm going over in the Cardinals Browns game over 49 and a half.
Okay. Well, you know what? I might as well hop down my line here and go into my pick with the Cleveland Arizona game because I did hop on this actually. Nick Chubb didn't practice. They've got a lot of running, a lot of weapons. They know how to put up points. It's in Cleveland, I believe. I think the dogs are going to eat. I think they got this right. I'm going to take Cleveland -3. I think Arizona is going to be banged up. They've been traveling around. They've been playing good teams. I think Hopkins was even a ribs questionable. Now, I bet they both play. Great team. I'm just picking a side just because I want to. And I've just a feeling, 1.87 -3 points for Cleveland. I just don't think Arizona can keep up with this stamina. Maybe they can. Honestly, they might just get the win. But I'm hopping on home team advantage, Cleveland. It's going to be loud. All takes one frustration, but at the other side of it is Arizona's defense against Baker Mayfield, and I wouldn't want to see that Watt coming at me every single snap. So if they get at Baker Mayfield, I think it'll be Arizona's game for sure if the defense can do that. I think Cleveland's just been putting up more points, and I think they can get it done. I think they'll get a win here and start evening out this board that we've been looking at because 5-0 is getting ridiculous, even in their division with the Rams 4-1, Seahawks are 2-3, San Fran 2-3. So time for them to get a loss, I think, and I'm hopping on Cleveland -3 on that one.
You know what? They are due. This is a big letdown spot for them coming off those two division wins. But I couldn't pick a side on this one, so I'm going over. You're going Cleveland. I don't mind it.
Oh.
We both could win here. It could be a pretty nice little pick here for the pair of us.
Great. And up next, back to you, Shea.
My second game here. We're going back across the pond, buddy. We got another London game. Another London game this morning. Yep. One was last week. Another one this week. We got the Dolphins -3 versus the Jaguars in London, England. Listen, this game sucks. I'm
I
just going to
was
throw it
looking
out
at that game, and then now that it's in London, I'm glad I didn't pick it.
this
Jeez.
game this game sucks, but I'm doing the same thing I'm doing that I did last week with fading the rookie quarterback traveling across seas. Jaguars, listen, so they're coming off a week where, last week all the talk was Urban Meyer this, Urban Meyer that. He's getting lap dances at the bar, blah 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 blah. This news comes out about John Gruden on Friday, and everyone's just like, "Oh, what happened to Urban Meyer? Who knows? He's a good guy." Like, no.
Yeah,
There's
great
still
guy.
issues. There's still
At
issues with
least
this
he's not a
Jackson.
racist, man.
Well, I hear you, but it's just they're just kind of passing over this like nothing happened. There's still issues with this team. Their defense is horrible in the second half of football games, blowing leads, just letting people come on back through the back door and just end up winning those games. Tua may come off the IR this week. He is eligible to play, but is he healthy enough? Has he gotten enough practice in? I don't know. We'll see. Even if he doesn't play, I still like the Dolphins minus the 3 points. I'm just going to continue to fade the Jaguars until they show me something. And I expect game traveling across the pond there to England. I can't back a rookie quarterback on that trip. So I'm going to take the Dolphins minus 3.
You know what? I like the Dolphins. Great defense. Even with that rookie quarterback that's come in second string for Tua, he's been doing a great job. Is he rookie?
No, he's been in the league for a while, man.
Sorry. I don't know why I called him a rookie like he was young. I'm just thinking of how young these QBs are. Like they're just trading off the next. No, we're just going down the train to the next youngest guy. Forget that there's actually still QBs in this league that have actually played on other teams. No, I think that could be a good pick. I haven't touched that game. But Jacksonville Jaguars, you know what? They're due for one too. They're 0-5. So that's a tough one.
Going on there still.
Yeah. Well, getting into my pick here, and I could hop on that with you. That's not a bad pick at all. But I'm going to fade that game entirely. And I'll get into a good one here where I think the board's got something going on. I think Seattle's going to get it done against the Steelers, plus 5 points for Seattle. I think they need to get some wins here. I think Russell Wilson can still cook. And I'd take Russell Wilson over Big Ben.
Russell Wilson's not playing, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah. So Russ is out. He had surgery on his thumb. Against last week. So that's why the line is all screwy up there. So they got Geno Smith, the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks there this week.
And it's in Seattle?
I believe it's in Seattle, yeah. That hurts you, eh?
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. See, this is another thing. I had no idea. I thought he had a hurt thumb, but I didn't know he needed surgery.
Yeah, he got surgery. He's going to be on the IR for the next month or so he's going to be gone.
So I'll fade that game entirely, and I'll go into my next pick, which I really like the board here. Again, Los Angeles Chargers +3 against the Ravens. I love the Ravens. Honestly, for a bird team, I'd love to get on that train. But Justin Herbert and everything I've seen with the Chargers and them getting points and how he can throw and what he's doing, it's like Josh Allen, maybe even a little bit better. So I'm going to take Chargers +3 points. They probably get it done, but Chargers over the Ravens +3 points. I think they'll keep it close enough to at least get within 3.
Oh, absolutely, man. And you know what? The Ravens coming off that short week, that Monday Night Football, huge comeback win. Lamar throwing the ball all over the field. It's a letdown spot for them. And I mean, it is kind of in a sense, it's also a letdown spot for the Chargers after their big win against Cleveland. But the Chargers have that extra day of rest. The travel. I like the Chargers. I actually have the Chargers in one of my teasers. So just a hint at that coming up here. So yeah, I hear you, man. I think the Chargers, if they don't win it outright, they keep it close.
Perfect. Well, if you can hop on it, we can both hop on it. But what's your next pick, Shea?
My next pick, buddy, and this is one that I was looking at, and it just screams, what the fuck? So we got the Vikings -1 at the Panthers.
Yeah.
The Panthers defense is good. They're still solid. I'm riding with the Panthers here. They're going to get Stephon Gilmore back in quarterback there. cornerback. They just picked him up from the Patriots. He's going to be making his debut for the Panthers this week, and that really helps their defense, who's already the number one pass defense in the league, allowing only 808 yards this season, while their run defense has only allowed 471 yards this season. The Vikings have an explosive offense. Dalvin Cook looks a little banged up, but that Matheson guy, he can also run the ball just as good as Cook can, if not just a little better. He's a little younger, and he's the same kind of physical runner. Hits those holes and just busts it wide open. Vikings though, they almost let Detroit come storm back and beat them last week. So their defense is a little questionable. I think the Panthers and Sam Darnold will be able to put up some points. I hear Christian McCaffrey may or may not play, so that would be a huge
hamstring.
Exactly. So if he ends up playing, I love this pick even more. You're going to give me the Panthers at home plus a point. I'm taking that. I'll take Panthers +1 at home.
I'm jealous that you're taking this because I've been now fading Panthers, and I hope to God you win this, Shea, and I'll be forever great, just jealous. But that's great. That's great for you to hop on the Panthers. I'm fading. Never know with Vikings. How about Kirk Cousins and how stoked he was into the coach there? Don't know what they were talking about before, but it seemed like a push, I'm saying. And it was man, you just beat the Lions, they're 0-5 now.
Yeah.
Cousins, settle down. Cousins just that explosive. Oh yeah, but we just scored a touchdown and it's 17-6. Yeah. So I could always hop on that. Nice pick, Shea. Speaking of the Lions, they're playing the Bengals this week. Mm-hmm. I really like what I'm seeing from Joe Burrow. Tell me he's playing. He's playing this week?
Oh yeah.
For everything I know. He's healthy. Perfect. So I'm going to take the Bengals -3 here. Really think they can beat the Lions. The Lions got nothing to play for. The Lions are due. So, two crappy teams on paper. Well, not really on paper. Bengals are just fine, 3-2. But historically, Bengals are nothing special here. Neither are the Lions. So to take this game, I just love what I'm seeing out of Bengals. Jamar Chase, they're putting up points. They're really fighting back against the teams that they're just missing. I think they can beat the Lions by at least a touchdown in this game. Yeah. That's what I hope for. Will I get burnt? I don't know, but that's gambling.
You know what? The Lions, they're still playing hard, which is just, it's astonishing to me. They must love this coach, Dan Campbell. See him get all emotional after that loss last week. They've had so many close loss games this year, by a field goal, less than a field goal, end of the game. They're due. They're gonna get a win.
I'm setting myself up here, but I just like the Bengals better. I think -3 points. It seems like a great pick to me.
I think that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase connection, the two LSU boys there, they're good, man. They are really turning this Bengals team around. So yeah, I don't mind that. That's just a stay away though for me. I just couldn't hop on board. I feel like the Lions are still going to be pesky this week and hang around. So
I think if the Bengals can get up, they can stay up.
I agree. I don't think they're going to blow a lead like the Vikings did last week.
No.
My next pick, buddy, and this is a very big one. Listen, everybody and their uncle's going to be betting this pick this week. And we're going to the Raiders at the Broncos. Broncos are -3.5 points. Listen, I am going to be fading the Raiders here after they just got rid of John Gruden there for his racist, homophobic, misogynistic emails that he sent out. Horrible stuff. And you know what? They knew about this before their game on Sunday, and they didn't get rid of him. They let him play. So it's a horrible look on the organization as a whole. You can't stand for that stuff. And coming to a Raiders team who has the only openly gay player in the NFL playing on that team, that's just not a good look. I feel the guys are they're not in it. They're going to have a lot of issues. They got basically the same kind of issues, but they do have a good team as the Jaguars. So you know what I mean? Coach is just being a distraction. Now he's gone. They got this interim head coach who's just the assistant coach. I don't see any get up and go to travel to Denver to go play this game. I don't see them putting out a big effort. Yes, they are in the NFL and they are pros, so they're going to go out every week and perform. But 3.5 points. I'm going to be taking the Broncos at home. Bridgewater's looking a little healthier after that concussion. So he's getting a little bit healthier there. That beat down from the Steelers last week kind of hurt them. So I look for the Broncos to bounce back here. Versus a Raiders team that I think everybody's going to be fading this week. So very public, but you know what, man, you can't stand up for that. And just for that reason alone, I'm picking against them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. There's no room or tolerance for that ever. So I can't believe an organization like that still allows it. A lot of emails coming out, Adam Scheffler, like just a bunch of stuff starting to circulate now, which is good because it clears space and allows change. Are you taking that money line or -3.5?
I'm taking Broncos -3.5.
-3.5. Nice. Okay. So you know what? It's going to be a tough game for the Raiders. And I think as a locker room, as a team, like they just want to get in and out of there. Jerry Jeudy, I think, is still injured as well, though.
Sure is. Yeah.
Getting into a pick here, something I really like, something you really like, Shane. I hope you're on board with this probably this week. Patriots are playing the Cowboys. Zeke is questionable. Trayvon Diggs didn't practice. You know what? I think it's time for the Cowboys to take a nice loss here. They're 4-1. I think your boys, the Patriots, get it done at home. I'm taking Patriots +3.5. They're going to keep it close or get it done. I'm taking the Patriots at +3.5 versus the Cowboys. I think Belichick needs a fucking win here.
I think they need to win at home as well. And like you see, I'm big Pats guy. Got the hat on.
I wanted to tip the hat. That's a nice setup you got going. Love to see it. Mine's coming soon.
Getting the studio set up here in my good old Mama Bear's basement. So things are looking good here. But this week I couldn't hop on that. After seeing what the Cowboys did last week. They're a very good offense team, and you know what? Their defense is middle of the pack. Where the Pats, their offense has been struggling. They're getting the hang of things. Mac Jones has looked good. He's throwing the ball. His completion rating's up there. But I couldn't touch this one. I hope they win. Let's put it this way. I'm going to be cheering for them. I'm just not going to be betting on this game. Too many points either side for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's my pick of the week there. I think Patriots are going to get it done. +3.5 against Cowboys. I'm going against everything the paper says not to do.
I like it, man. I like it. Switching it up.
Switching it up is right. What's your next pick on this week, Shea?
All right. It's teaser time, baby. It's teaser time. So we're going with another 2-game teaser. My first game up on this ticket here, we got the Kansas City Chiefs -6.5 against the Washington football team. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tease the Chiefs down to -0.5. So they just need to win the game. Chiefs coming off that huge loss to the Bills, where the Bills absolutely exposed their defense and probably wrote the book of how to beat the Chiefs' powerful offense with Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes, playing that high 2 safety look, and then playing tough man on Kelce. So you take away that over the top deep threat with Hill, and then you play hard man on Kelce and shut him down. Force Mahomes to beat you with somebody else. And you know what? I think teams are going to take a look at that game and find that and look at that tape and really kind of rate the book on how to stop that Chiefs explosive offense. But it ain't going to be Washington. They're going to lose this game. Chiefs are going to be hungry. They're going to come out. They're probably going to cover the 6.5 spread, but I'm just going to tease them down because it's a nice little play for my teaser. So tease them down to 0.5. That's my first leg. My second leg, we're going to the game that you picked there. Chargers at the Ravens. Ravens are -3. I'm teasing the Ravens up to +9, and then I'm picking the Chargers. So I'm getting the Chargers +9. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be back and forth. If the Chargers don't win outright, I think they are going to cover that 3 points. With Lamar playing the way he did on Monday night, that was a huge game for him. They were chanting MVP the entire time in the fourth quarter. So you come off that, and then you have the short turnaround week, playing a solid Chargers team with Justin Herbert playing the way he is. I think it's going to be a close game. I think 9 points is safe. I think maximum somebody's going to win by 6 points. So I still cover that. So yeah, that's my 2-game teaser. I got the Chiefs down to -1.5, and I got the Chargers +9. So that's my picks there.
That's a great teaser. Both teams 4-1. Someone's coming out 5-1. I think it's the Chargers personally, but I do love the Ravens. Really hard choice. I took the 3 points. Taking the 9 is just safe. You can really put your purse down on that, I guess. And then because of my mistake with Seattle and not thinking it through, obviously looking at the injury list, didn't look at Seattle. Going with a great pick this week. They're playing the Bears, my Green Bay Packers.
Ooh, I had a feeling you were going to go with this game.
Is this risky? Yes. Does it make my heart tremble? It just makes me weak. After what they put me through last game there with Crosby, I'm ready to trade him if he can't make a fucking field goal. Sorry. You know what? That's terrible. I can't make a 50-yard save my life. 50-yard field goal. I could never.
Make one out of 5 at least?
At 50? Probably not.
40,
I'm being realistic. I'm realistically probably not. I've never kicked one. So I can't, because you know what? I'd love to say yes just so they call me out and I can be on like an episode of Trying and just look stupid. Green Bay -4.5. You know what, man? I think they've been just winning too. You know, the Ravens have just been winning. The Lions have just been losing. The Green Bay have just been winning. I think they need to start getting their winning back. I don't know if Aaron Jones is going to be healthy or not, but they've still got weapons. I'm taking Green Bay over the Bears by a touchdown.
Ooh, so you take them on the spread, the -4?
-4.5.
-4.5. I love it. Yeah, the Green Bay Packers, they love to get up and play the Chicago Bears, man. Big divisional game.
They love playing the Bears.
They hate the Bears. That rivalry runs rich. And you know what? The Bears really don't get home field advantage when Green Bay comes to town because all those cheeseheads get up there in their stadium and fill those stands. So you know what? Funny? I like that pick. I was actually going to touch that game, but I figured you were going to go with the Packers, so I was like,
I took everything.
I'm just going to lay off. So I'm glad you went with it, man. That's an awesome pick. I think that's going to be a cash. I think they're going to be able to get after Justin Fields and get to it.
Yeah, nice, very nice. And that's it for the week. Those are my 5 picks. I got the Patriots +3.5, Bengals -3, Chargers +3. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Cleveland -3 against Arizona. That's going to be a fun one to watch. And then the Green Bay versus Bears. Again, a lot of good football this week. I'm taking the whole Sunday off.
I love it. Yeah, and you know what? My picks there, I got the over 49.5 in the Cardinals-Browns game. I got the Dolphins -3 against the Jaguars. I got the Panthers +1 against the Vikings. The Broncos -3.5 against the Raiders. And my 2-game teaser is the Chiefs down to -0.5 point and the Chargers up to +9. I'm feeling a big week here, man. Like I said earlier, 4-1, 5-0. It's coming this week. I'm just going to go nuts. My bankroll's up there. I'm betting everything.
The purse is getting big. I'll say that. Notable bets we made last week. I had a big parlay in, 4-game parlay, 5 units, cashed out right after that Green Bay game. Turned 5 units into 15. So that's huge. Huge 10 units right there. The next game of the parlay was the Bears to lose, Raiders to win. I cashed out before the game just as it started. Thank God, because the Bears smoked the Raiders, and that's going to be what's happening. I'll be fading the Raiders as well, but that's a great week. I'm looking forward to what happens Sunday.
I'm pumped up, buddy, and yeah, keep an eye out. All the social medias are coming. I keep saying this week in, week out. You know, we are going to get these rolling around. Be sure to like, subscribe to this video. Tell your friends about us. We're out here making some money. I doubled up last week. Johnny more than doubled up last week. We're making money, folks. And like, subscribe, share to your friends. And Johnny, hey, let's make some money.
Let's keep it up. All right. Have a good week.
Cheers.